Greetings from Dystopia, episode 119, Tidbits. It's funny how we get little tidbits of information in our heads and we always just assume that that's correct. It just dawned on me this morning, I called the dealer to get an oil change on the van, and I'm waiting on them to call me back now. I figured I'm not going to sit around and wait. So I came out here and I'm fishing Shadow Creek a little bit, just kind of playing around mostly, but while I was on hold with the dealer, I was kind of Googling around, you know. And so I Googled my van and ended up on Wikipedia, started reading through the article. I was like, yeah, I know that. Yeah, I know it's made in Valencia. I know the drivetrain is put in the United States. Who makes the drivetrain? I looked through. My engine's not a Ford, it's a Mazda. And it's just funny how you assume little tidbits of information. I was eyeballing this hole right here because I thought I saw something move in there, but I don't see it now. But yeah, so you buy a Ford and you think, yeah, it's a Ford. It's 100% Ford. Nope. I just thought that was kind of funny. And I mean, for those of you who are fly fishermen and fixed line Tenkara guys, especially the Tenkara guys should know it. You'll notice a lot of lower rods, you know, a lot of the budget rods. You look at them close, they're pretty much identical other than the silk screen. And that holds true for most of the cheap ones. No problem. Rod's a rod, you know. But yeah, there's not much going on in the creek today. It's actually very quiet. Not sure what that is up there crying. Kinda sounds like a jay, but it kinda sounds like a catbird. But yeah, the creek's actually really quiet today. It's, I've had no fish. A couple hits, but they're, you know, little guys. Everybody else is just like looking at the fly. They're just like watching the fly as it goes by, you know. A lot of refusals today. I even changed out patterns a couple times walking up this hill, which is a wee bit slick, but I made it without busting my butt. Yeah, today is pretty, oh crap, thorn bush. Today is a pretty easy day. I walked this ridge trail with you a little bit. I don't remember if I showed this to you guys the other day or not. I'm actually heading over towards the sound of that crying too, just see if that's a bird or what. So yeah, so I walked down to the bottom, through that brush and right there to the creek down there. But I'm thinking today is not a day to creek fish. Alright, I guess I'm going to head back up out of here. I was hoping to get some fishing done today, but I guess that's not happening. Got my distance out. It's coming up on 1 o'clock. So yeah, maybe I should just call it and head back to the house, finish painting, get some lunch. That would be nice. I don't know that bird call. The throatiness of it sounds like a blue jay. But I've never heard that warble, I guess you'd say. Alright, so I got back up to the car and nobody's here. I guess I could slide you guys a little bit closer. Just came out and was sitting up here for a few minutes. When I got here, there were like 6 cars and they came out of the woods and nobody's here. Nice and peaceful now. This gave me the idea, if it's raining tomorrow, I have a client visit first thing in the morning, and then after that I'm free. So I could load this stuff up, come out here, and we can do some kind of camp cooking. I think this might be the place where I do some of the camp cooking episodes. I'll take you real quick and show you why. It's a non-reservable space, so you have a big grill and a nice big fire pit over here. So I could bring my spit out and set up and maybe do some Dutch oven cooking. No, not those Dutch ovens. What's wrong with you people? Yeah, so this could be a good chance to, or a good place to come out. In fact, let me look at the sign while I'm thinking about it. Yep, that's just the social distancing for Corona. I don't believe that this shelter is reservable. Birdie, 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 birdie. Mr. Cardinal. Well, they're ground faults. They're live. Yep. Live and resettable. Because that one does get asked every now and then. When are you going to do some more? When are you going to make... What was the one that got asked? Oh, the upside down cake, because I had mentioned it one time. That, yeah, we could definitely do that one. Although that's a bit of a pain in the butt. Because you actually need the... I need the larger Dutch oven, which is heavy. So having to haul all that crap around. I don't know. We'll look at it. We'll see what we can do. Like I said, maybe tomorrow or Wednesday, because both days are set to be rainy. Just take another look at the weather here. Yep, Tuesday, Wednesday rain, Thursday, Friday rain. But the biggest rain is tomorrow, and then tapering off for the rest of the week. Oh, coming up on 1 o'clock, I don't know. Is it worth going back out and fishing again? I said I just fished that section of creek for an hour. Nothing. The only thing I almost caught was a crayfish. That was funny. He had grabbed a hold of the hook and was just holding on for dear life and, trying to swim away with it. Because I felt the rod jiggle and I looked down, I'm like, what the, and so I pulled it up a little bit. And then I see that crayfish on the end. I've never had a crayfish grab a fly. So that was kind of unique. Yeah, well, I'm thinking of it. I wonder if we can get it focused like that. There we go. So yeah, again, making a purist's head explode. I just like the Kabari patterns. I like soft hackles, period. I'm a huge fan of the North Country spiders, like from northern England, northern UK, put it that way. Always been a fan of the soft hackle spiders, Just super easy to tie, super effective pattern, and it's obvious that, why that both those patterns date from around the same time period. The soft hackle Japanese Kabari and North Country flies, they're all super old school fly, and it's a pattern that's extremely productive. It's a good search pattern too. So, yeah, because I don't have much video for you guys today, because I was just lost in the fishing and lost in being down there. I had the camera on, it wasn't recording, I didn't even think about it, and then I'm down to, where am I at now? Pretty low. 34% battery. It's just been sitting there idle. Yeah, I think I'll call it today so I can get back and get painting, get that deck done. But I don't want to go. I want to fish. Well, if I get home and get it painted, I can clean up and go over to the pond and fish. Beat up on some bluegills. Some little bitty smallies. There's some big smallies in that pond too. That cracks me up every time. Yeah, let's do that. I'll talk to you guys on the way back. We'll end it. I'll go fishing. If I get anything of size, I'll bring it up. Oh, that was the comment I couldn't think of. Actually, it's the episode we were out here, so day before yesterday. It was asked about the GoPro. Why don't I use the cover with the slits in the back? It's not a waterproof cover, but it allows the audio in. Bottom line, I couldn't find that cover, but I found it this morning. So that is the one that would probably be better for the creek, because the cuts are on the... So you've got the housing where the lens is up front. On the back cover where the screen is, there's 2 slits cut in it to allow sound in, so that you can hear the audio better, instead of me having to amp it up in post-production so you can hear what I say. But yeah, I found it this morning, so I'll start using that. I kind of like keeping the waterproof one on, that way if I fall over, which happens once or twice a year, and before anybody cracks a joke, I think every fly fisherman falls over at least once a year in a creek. Step on the bank, you don't know how soft it is, the bank gives way, you go down into the water. I did that in the driftless. Yeah, it was last year. Went right in. And that's the worst too, when you got waders on, because then you got to crawl your butt out and hike your legs up to drain the water out of your waders, or step out of the waders. But I find it easier just to tilt my legs up, because whatever water's down in the boot, it'll dry. But the most volume is in your legs anyway. So yeah, let's do that. I'll load up, start heading back, and get the painting done. Somebody asked how this works, so how I put them back there. You can see it's just this bungee strap with the loops on it. Butt end of the reel goes into the loop. You can see it right here. And then I have a smaller bungee that I wrap around it just to prevent them from popping out of those loops. My little packs and stuff, I have all types of little carabiner clips all over the place in the van, so I can hang gear pretty much anywhere that makes sense. Oh yeah, I went fishing for an hour in the creek, and what did I catch? Nothing! Alright. Don't have my mic on. I always forget this thing. Well, not always, but a lot more often than you would think. My kind of license plate, try pork. T-R-Y, pork. Obviously from the pig farm down the street here. I guess. Alright guys, that's it for today. Sadly, I'm going to go back and paint. One of my least favorite things. I'll go back, paint the deck, get this video up, and go over to the pond and go fishing. The fish at the pond are almost always hungry. So I'll get a feesh today whether it kills me. Anyway, that's it for today. Be good, be well, wear your damn masks. See you guys tomorrow. Bye-bye, guys. Okay, that was a little weird. I stopped recording because it was a car kind of stopped on the... She had turned off of the main road here onto the street. And she waved to roll down my window. So I rolled it down, and she just looks over and says, "Damn, you good looking." Oh, that's a little weird.